being ambidextrous or having bilateral intelligence is the crown jewel of Wing Chun. So when you hear people talking about helping hand, the cheating hand, that is a single stream processing. To be truly bilateral, you need to have a dual core processing where both hands know exactly what to do. Having two strong hands, not just one hand and one hand helping each other, that's not going to get you anywhere. That's why a lot of people can't do Wing Chun well, because they don't have the ambidexterity to do it. So when you see the forms where they're doing a Sulam Tao, everything is about learning to do each thing with both hands, meaning you should be learning to become ambidextrous. So if they're not teaching you from a nervous system standpoint to get you to bilateral intelligence, the only thing they're teaching you is shapes without the engine. And without the rotational engine, you're not really doing Wing Chun, you're just doing shapes. Because both hands have to think independently. You can't be in the middle of a fight talking about, oh, I need a helping hand or a cheating hand. You're already behind the fight. So let me give you a prime example from a mental standpoint. Just give me punches. See, I'm able to do this without thinking about it. I have complete cognitive control of what's going on here from a bilateral standpoint. See, both hands have to know what is going on. It doesn't matter which hand. Another benefit that you get while having bilateral intelligence is there's zero lag in your movements. So, see, I'm able to do this and talk while doing it because there's zero lag in my duality. See, one of the biggest mistakes that they make when they say the cheating hand and the helping hand, they took away the 3-beat pattern to get to the 1-beat pattern. So in the Ip Man lineage, so he throw a punch, 1 beat, punch, 1 beat. Then they say 8-hand pack style, 12-hand pack style, punch, shoot from the inside. To simplify that and not confuse yourself, you need the 3-beat pattern as a training ritual. So on the top, block, check, counter. He punched, block, check, counter. On the bottom, brush, grab, strike, punch. When you have those 3-beat patterns, and you could do it anywhere, punch, other hand, it don't matter, punch. So when you have both of those patterns, then it becomes easy to take it loose, punch. Then you can get to the 1-beat pattern and understand, punch. And understand the 1-beat pattern. You need Escrima's block, check, counter, and brush, grab, strike. Without that, you're only gonna take a long time confusing yourself with this 8-hand helping, 12-hand pack style. Block, check, counter, brush, grab, strike. Ambidexterity can be taught, and it won't take 10 years. It can take a few months. What? Miyamoto Musashi's Book of Five Rings, when he tells you that two heavens, one school, what that means is two heavens. Think about that. Two hemispheres, two heavens, both sides of the brain. And when he says one school, that means one root. Two thinking hands that operate independently on their own where it doesn't matter. So he's not saying, oh, just have two strong hands. That's becoming bilateral intelligence, where each hand thinks and doesn't think that it needs a helper. They just know what to do. So two heavens, one school, meaning two prime hands and one central decoupled root. Not the single stream of just single stream focus. Both hands need to know what to do and operate independently. A couple exercises. Well, I'm gonna give you one, Brandon. We always got a gang of questions on my videos. One of the best ways that you can help your other hand become articulate and catch it up with your strong hand is to practice dribbling with both hands. Both hands, see, this is my off hand. I can dribble just as well, the same way that I could dribble with this hand, and vice versa, and defend good with my off hand, because I spent the time forcing myself to bring this up to par with this hand. Another thing you can do, learn to catch a baseball with your off hand. So buy a glove for your weak hand and practice catching a ball so that hand can catch up with your other hand, and both of your hands will eventually, over time, become bilateral. In Wing Chun and other traditional martial arts, we try to figure out the best way to teach structure, ground force, and it can take us months to learn it or teach someone to fully understand it. So what I'm going to do is propose to flip the paradigm. Whereas the NFL has been known to use martial arts to improve their cornerback and lineman handwork on the field, but we could also flip the paradigm back and take from athletics like the NFL to teach structure, ground force. So instead of having those troubles and trying to figure out how to teach it, so we're gonna download the Cornerback OS into specifically, let's say, the Wing Chun footwork, because Wing Chun is a narrow art with a narrow upright stance. So one of the things we try to get the student to understand is how to push from the ground, how to pull from the ground, and how to use the ground as leverage. Quickest way to do that is understanding cornerback footwork. Cornerback footwork is probably the elite footwork in all of sports. quick movements, stopping on a dime, quick burst, how to flip the hips. So what I do, I break it down to what are the cornerback's duties. Cornerback duty is to prevent the wide receiver from catching the ball and or tackling if he has the ball. But his primary function is to intercept the ball or deflect the ball. So one of the things I do is I run a simple play to get them to understand a 3 and out. So a 3 and out would be 1, 2, 3, quarterback throws the ball, receiver intercepts. So in this situation so I run a 3 and out pattern just to give them the basic understanding of understanding interception. So just run this play a few times so they fully understand how to read the hips. So they're reading the hips right there. So the student learns to read the body instead of what we always say, don't chase the hands. Because new students have a tendency to follow the hands. Instead of worrying about the body, because a person can be moving on you quick and you have to be able to move that way and not get ran over. So a second thing that you can learn from the Cornerback OS is bump and run coverage. So now the student is learning to jam the receiver and really feel the ground. So when you So within this process, they are learning to not fight the hands, but fight through the hands to find purchase on the body. So how does it play with martial arts? So now when the student is doing the deflections, they don't have a problem with this part. So now when you deflect and tap and strike, they're used to that. So now they're not running. So now they have a predatory mindset of intercepting the fist. A fist come, they're ready to intercept. Hand, just, right. So now they understand how to use the ground, how to pull from the ground, how to push. So now they understand the ground force. So these are the benefits you get from understanding cornerback footwork. So now you're more versatile in how you move and your quickness. So in going further,
it does make you light too, believe it or not. I mean, even though it's a lot of work on the legs, when I'm here, I'm lighter and I'm more alert. But when I'm like,
that's the problem.
I'm more
quickly
relaxed.
You're ready to bounce. Yes. So the benefit that you get from understanding the cornerback mindset is a predatory mindset. So now they're not running from the attack. So now when punches come, they're ready to intercept and attack. So next benefit they get, now they won't get steamrolled because now they understand how to read the body. So any type of, they're ready. But give space, like don't let me that. So now they're ready to get on the move if someone, so now the student can't be overran. And that's one of the biggest problems people fear of getting steamrolled and over a big person. So now when you bring that to your martial arts, you got the quick footwork to be on the move. Instantly in a day, you can get your student to understand all this from just cornerback and footwork. Also, going further, adding the tennis split step where that allows you to move in all 8 directions. The cornerback is doing the same thing, but we call it the shuffle. It gives you quicker reaction to move in all 8 directions. So if I feel any type of pressure from him, I'm ready to get on the move and not get ran over. So then when I apply my techniques, punches come through, I'm able to move and control him because my feet are always moving. If you're looking to start your Wing Chun journey, I would suggest you start with this video right here. And if you just want to learn some joint locks, right here.